Hello, everyone, and as always, we appreciate you hitting that download button on iTunes, Stitcher, or YouTube. And, of course, welcome to all our new listeners and Facebook followers. My apologies, as it's been a few weeks since our last show. I have a new job, went to the Arnold Classic, which was fantastic, and, of course, family life, but anyway. Interesting story today. My guest had a white-hot product that they sold to another company, and tonight we're here to talk about a new product that will be dropping very soon. Yes, you heard right. They didn't sell the company, but rather just a product from their line, and we're here to learn more. It is my pleasure to introduce Dylan Madigan of Athletix. Dylan, welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on, Sean.
Dylan, it's definitely a pleasure. Now, you're up in Canada, I understand, correct?
I am. I'm in London, Ontario, up in Canada.
What's the weather like at this time of year?
Actually, the snow just kind of melted for us the last couple of days. It's pretty sunny out right now.
I'm here in Massachusetts. Did you guys have a pretty brutal winter as well, or how was your winter in total?
The winter was pretty cold. We hit a couple record cold days this winter for sure.
What's considered record cold?
About minus 40.
Oh, jeez. Do people even go out for anything, or is that when that weather comes, you just shut down and just kind of hang out in the house?
The one reason I kind of prefer being in Canada in winter is we're all kind of used to it, so we're not too bad on the roads when the snow hits.
Okay. So, Dylan, again, I know we've been corresponding for a little while, and I appreciate you coming on. Let's start off. Tell us about Athletix for those that know and people that don't know about Athletix.
Sure, yeah. Athletic sports has been around for about 5 years now. The first product that really caught people's attention was titanium off the original company's line. 2 years ago, Athletix was rebranded. It was launched with a new high-volume product, which became a big favorite for people as a stimulant-free pre-workout. It really got us on the map with high volume. About a year ago, PES, or Physique Enhancing Science, acquired the rights to high volume, and then they actually bought out Athletix as well. We still operate as our own company, but for all intents and purposes, Physique Enhancing Science owns us now, and they give us the support of the research and development for our future products. Since then, Ergonine is our newest release. It's been our biggest selling product to date. It's definitely our flagship product as a company. It's going to be a big part of the interview here today. While we're discussing the company, it's a big point to note that we operate differently than most. You won't find athletic supplements on any shelves or in any online retailers. The concept is both a hardship and a blessing to us. It makes it more difficult for us to spread the word about our products and to advertise. But on the other hand, it allows us to offer our customers supplements at prices simply not possible with any other company. We bring everything straight from our warehouse to your doorstep, and there's no unneeded markup in between.
I noticed that in researching your website, I guess you have a shipping and handling of 99 cents in certain areas?
Yeah, it's 99-cent domestic shipping to the United States. We actually have a countdown timer. If you go on athleticsports.com, you'll see it on the top of the page. If you place your order anytime before that countdown timer gets down to 0, it ships out that same day for 99 cents. And even international, we offer a pretty low flat rate for any size order.
Wow, that's phenomenal. I've never heard such a thing. Usually you place your order at a company and you get a UPS or a USPS tracking label and you're off and running, but that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So again, what's the strategy of just going straight to you guys? Obviously, you don't have to put up with the bureaucracy of some of the distribution centers, but I know some people like yourselves are against that, and other people use it as an additional, I guess, avenue for marketing a company.
Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, we're going to get a lot less coverage because if you go on to stores where people would typically buy supplements, the big supplement selling companies, you're not going to find us. There's going to be no ads on those pages because we wouldn't be sponsors on those pages. So the typical person just browsing the internet probably isn't going to come across Athletix unless they go onto general supplement forums and hear about us there. So I'm really glad to be on the show today to be able to explain our new product, Ergonine.
Yes, and Dylan, as I mentioned to you and as all my guests that have been with me for a while and a lot of my newer guests, this is a great platform for the smaller companies like yourself that don't have those, $1 million ad campaigns like the BSNs and the BPIs of the world. But again, good companies like yourself that are making great products that the people need to know about. So again, it's a pleasure speaking with you thus far, and I appreciate it. But yes, let's talk a little bit about Ergonine.
Yeah. Ergonine's the first product off our new line. As you may be able to guess from the name, it's a product that contains 9 ergogenic ingredients, some of the best and most studied ingredients around. Ergogenic meaning ingredients which would increase performance, whether it be for a sports athlete, a bodybuilder, or a power lifter, really anything. Several ingredients are also among some of the best myogenic ingredients, meaning they would increase the growth of lean mass and muscle. I'll go over the ingredients in order of our label. If anyone actually listening wants to jump over to athleticsports.com, bring up the label, you can kind of follow along with me here.
Perfect, thank you.
First up we have, we actually have 3 grams of creatine anhydrous. We're all very familiar with creatine by now. It's a great supplement, one of the best in bodybuilding to increase strength, endurance, lean mass, much more. At first look, some might wonder why we're using 3 grams. This is because more recent studies show that 3 grams, not the old standard of 5, is all that's needed to maintain saturated creatine levels. In addition to this, we use creatine anhydrous, which carries the most creatine by weight, between 99 and 100%, which is more than the typical monohydrate you might find in products. It's been attempted hundreds of times in the supplement industry to enhance creatine by using different forms of salts or things like that, creatine HCl. None of them have really succeeded. Testing on a few of them actually showed that they were less efficient than just plain creatine. So we took an approach that's a lot different than trying to enhance creatine itself by including a bunch of ingredients in our formula that synergize with creatine and make its effects a little bit better for you. So I'll move on to the second ingredient. We have 2.5 grams of betaine anhydrous, also known as TMG or trimethylglycine. This is the studied dose, and it has very similar effects to creatine in that it increases muscle size, power, performance, and recovery. It's also very synergistic with creatine and other ingredients because it's a powerful methyl donor. I'm going to get into that a little bit later because there's a couple more in the formula that will work with that as well. So after betaine, we have 2.5 grams of what we call our synerglute blend. As you can guess from that title, it involves a synergy with glutamine, and I'm sure people upon first glance are wondering, why did Athletics throw glutamine into this formula? It's been used about as long as creatine because it's known to be the most abundant amino acid in muscle tissue. So people have always been trying to supplement with it, thinking it's going to help. Unfortunately, very little glutamine has ever made it to muscle tissue. It's almost entirely absorbed by the gut when you ingest it. This is why we included L-alanine in our formula. Recent studies show that using this in conjunction with glutamine improves the shuttling of glutamine to muscle tissue, and it can result in better muscle fullness, strength, improved recovery, among other things.
Very interesting. I've never heard such a thing, but again, I learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's a pretty new study, actually. I know a lot of people just kind of disowned glutamine after it had proven ineffective for so long, so we were pretty excited to come upon these studies and start testing it, and people are really loving the recovery with it so far. Anyways, we'll move on in the formula. So next up on the label, we have 2 grams of LCLT, or L-carnitine L-tartrate. On its own, carnitine hasn't been much effective for much of anything. It used to be sold for fat loss or things like that. The synerglute blend kind of fixes that. LCLT has been shown to reduce both muscle damage and muscle soreness, resulting in a faster recovery. It can even assist fat loss and give extra energy by enhancing oxygen delivery to muscle.
And I'll tell you, 2,000 milligrams is a very good dosage because everybody likes to promote how the product has L-carnitine in it. But generally you see 250 milligrams, 500 milligrams, but 2,000 is a really good dosage. I have to give you guys credit on that.
Yeah, the dose we use for pretty much everything in the product, as you can tell by the label, and if you follow any of the references we included for our studies, every single dose that we use is exactly the one that we use in the studies that we reference. So all the effects that I'm listing off here that these ingredients can show those are all the exact dose that we're giving you, so you should see those effects.
Excellent.
Next up on the formula is actually one of my favorites. It's known as HICA, or lauric acid, and we used a studied dose of 1.5 grams of this, which is a lot more than a lot of other products used to use in the past. It's the most metabolically active metabolite of leucine. We know that leucine is a key component to BCAA supplements, and it's known as the anabolic trigger. It's supposed to stimulate muscle growth to occur and optimize growth and recovery. The supplement savvy kind of aim to get a good dose of leucine in with each meal, or even when they're buying protein powders, they want there to be a high leucine content in the powder. Taken without food, ergonine brings you the HICA metabolite that is known for protecting lean mass while you're working out or while you're fasted. It also acts as a metabolic trigger, as leucine would, to help you recover and build your muscle. And then
interesting. So again, you're supposed to drink this 30 to 60 minutes before your workouts, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah, that's probably the best time to take it, because some of these ingredients, like the betaine and the LCLT and the choline, will see a lot of extra benefits taken in the peri-workout period. But you can actually take it any time of day just to saturate some of these stores of things like creatine and betaine and choline and everything, really.
Now, Ryan, weird question, but in today's marketplace where everybody seems to be very caffeinated or caffeine junkies, how come no caffeine in your product?
It's really not needed. It's not supposed to be a pre-workout. You could take this right before going to sleep. Also, caffeine wouldn't really fit the model for this product. This product is solely meant to just help you grow your muscle, recover, and perform better in the gym. It's that you should be taking every day to keep saturated and should help you out as an athlete. If you want to take a dose of caffeine, you can take that for sure. But if we had included caffeine, it would have limited our target market as well, because not everyone wants a big dose of caffeine on top of pre-workouts, fat burners, other things they might be taking.
No, I agree, and I think that's one of the things that I always speak with guests about. I think the problem right now is there's too many people that are over-caffeinated. I mean, I know people that are taking 2-3 scoops of pre-workouts of 700-900 milligrams of caffeine, which is just absolutely crazy. But on the flip note, though, I see a lot more people wanting products without caffeine in it. So, kudos to you guys on this. Yeah,
we just wanted this to be available to everyone. Like it can really stack with anything. It's synergistic with a lot of things as well. So we usually recommend this for things like ARA or arachidonic acid, which is getting a whole lot of fans right now, just because we contain the LCLT and the GMS, or the glycerol, that are supposed to be taken with ARA to help it.
Interesting, because one of my former guests was Molecular Nutrition, and they have a great ARA product, so I'll have to look into combining your product and theirs to see what kind of synergistic effects. That's excellent.
Yeah, they've actually done a couple write-ups online alongside with us where we're recommending our products together for X Factor.
Yep, there you go. Good. So now I see the flavors here, and obviously the one is very transparent, being I just lost it here. Being obviously blue ice, but Nanaberry. Go ahead and explain that.
Yeah, Nanaberry is actually my favorite. Nanaberry is a combination of strawberry and banana. I've probably in my entire life never liked a banana supplement. Most of them have a really strange aftertaste, but it's our top seller by far. A bunch of people I know have already bought 12 bottles worth or a year's worth just because they loved it that much and knew that they would end up using ergonine every day.
Interesting. So now, when you guys formulated this product, or when you formulate products, I mean, what's the step? Do you guys just kind of get around a table and figure out what are we coming out with, or do you do a lot of research, or what's the protocol for coming out with a product with you guys?
It's a whole lot of research. Now with Physique Enhancing Science doing our research and development, we're going to expect a lot coming from them in terms of both innovation and only supplements that we already know work or are tested and shown in studies to work. We want to include everything at study doses to get effects that people are looking for. I'm actually not quite done with the formula. I'm going to keep going with that.
No, please do. I'm sorry. I went down a different path, but please do.
No, that's fine, yeah. Anyways, the next thing that was actually on the list that I hadn't got to yet was our 1.1 gram Performaline blend. That's where we have our choline bitter trait, our Hydromax, and Ferula asafoetida, which is actually just extracted for ferulic acid, and I'll just call it that from now on. But that's a new ingredient that we've brought to people in Ergonine. People have probably never seen ferulic acid in a supplement before. I'll get to that. Choline bitter trait is usually seen in pre-workouts or other stimulated products to help increase focus and alertness. In Ergonine, it's dosed to stabilize mood and energy levels that you may see drops in while you're pushing yourself through a long, grueling workout. It can also support fat loss and is a very strong methyl donor. Again, I'm going to get to that methyl donor bit pretty shortly here. Glycerol is next, and it's known for its ability to give a long-lasting pump, hydrate muscle tissue. In the past, companies have used glycerol monostearate, or GMS, which is about 25% glycerol by weight. That's why most of those powders don't mix particularly well when you're trying to shake those old GMS products in a shaker cup as well. Our Hydromax blend, on the other hand, is closer to 75% glycerol by weight, and that means you're getting great pumps, muscle fullness, hydrated muscles to help you both recover and grow. And then last, we have the ferulic acid, which is the new guy on the scene. In the murine model, it's shown to jack up exercise capacity. In studies, just 30 milligrams of ferulic acid a day, which is what we include in Ergonine, in well-trained weightlifters, is enough to significantly increase muscle mass, increase strength, and improve recovery. It's kind of the cherry on top of what's already probably the best supplement ingredient formula that we've ever seen. I'll get to that methyl donor bit now. I've mentioned it a few times. Choline and betaine anhydrous are two of the best methyl donors we have as a supplement, and we included them both in this formula for a reason. Methylation is a vital process in the body and may enhance exercise performance. For your body to make two of the ingredients previously noted, creatine and carnitine, are both already made in your body. And for these to be made, you need a methyl donor. You need a methyl group to be donated from one molecule to another. So in the case of creatine and carnitine, supplementing with methyl donors can help boost your body's production of both of those compounds. So what that means is when you're using Ergonine, not only are you taking creatine and carnitine, but you're also priming your body to create more of them yourself. This is why I said earlier that you might see better effects out of the creatine in this than you had seen using previous creatine products.
Interesting. Okay. So now with this product, obviously, you have a certain amount of servings, but would it be smart to take this prior to workout and then later in the day, or would that be too oversaturating?
We have some people that are trying to take 2 doses a day. I really can't imagine someone working out intensely enough to need 2 scoops of this a day. It's really just meant to be a once a day, it'll cover you for all your bases kind of supplement.
Interesting. Now, as you mentioned earlier with the Nanaberry, with your flavors, I guess as you mentioned, Nanaberry is the better seller of the two?
It definitely is, yeah. There's a lot of reviews online if people want to check around. I love Nanaberry. I ordered all Nanaberry myself. It's definitely worth trying the Blue Ace. I'm not saying to not try that. But the Nanaberry is, just because it's a banana supplement that I enjoy, I never have before, I really like just having it for variety in my supplements.
And Dylan, did you personally help formulate this? Because I'll tell you what, you're one of the most educated guests that I've had with going down the ingredient profiles.
Yeah, it's just kind of a passion of mine. I'm ISSN certified, and I just really enjoy what I do. I didn't actually help. That's all on physique-enhancing science as our formulators now. I try and be as big a part of the company as I can, but I can't really take any of the credit for Ergonine.
Gotcha. So what's next in the pipeline? Anything you can share with the listeners, or? Announcements.
I'm happy to say that right now, Athletix has some great sales going on with our sister companies. With each bottle of Ergonine that people order right now, you'll get a free Analyze supplement, which is the sister company to Physique Enhancing Science and us. There's some good fat burners available, test boosters, performance improving ingredients such as Forcefulin or Mentomax. We also have combo deals on, with the physique-enhancing supplements. Amino IV is on a combo sale with Ergodyne right now, and so is Anabeta Elite if you want to really grow your size. All of this is available if you want to check it out at athleticsports.com, as I said before.
Okay.
Where we always offer Ergodyne for under $1 a day for your servings. You just want to take 1 scoop a day.
Obviously I'm on that page as well. So for someone, let's say, that wants to lose weight, I don't know, what combo would you recommend?
I would recommend
a lot of great things on here.
Yeah, there are. Forskolin is probably one of the best that people would want to take as a non-stimulant option. And we also have Target A2, which is extracted for raw leucine, and it's a really potent fat burner as well.
And I know Amino IV, or Amino 4, excuse me, or IV, I guess, is always a great seller, always great reviews and great write-ups everywhere. So I can see that, as you have on here, a very potent combo as well.
Absolutely, yeah. On top of priming your muscles with the HICA and this, there's even more in Amino IV, and just overall a great combo to help you maintain or build your muscle.
What else would you recommend for the opposite side, where people just want to build mass and maybe don't care as much on the body fat level?
I would probably say either buy the Anabeta Elite combo, or you could grab the Forskolin because it's also shown to help improve hypertrophy and build muscle. Or of course,
gotcha.
we have the test boosters as well if people wanted those. On top of all those sales, for all the listeners here, you can use a special discount code, which is DRIVEN, DRIVEN, for an extra 10% off any order, including any of those stacks or the buy one, get one deal that we have going on there right now.
Well, Dylan, I appreciate that. And for anybody that might just be catching the end of this or midway, once again, I do want to reiterate your 99-cent flat rate shipping, which, again, is absolutely phenomenal. And the prices itself for the product are actually very, very reasonable. I can tell you that, listeners looking at the site itself.
Definitely is. Yeah, I really hope people at least give this supplement a try. It's really a value that you won't find from any company that you're finding in retailers, just because we avoid all of the middleman markup of both us and the store having to make a profit and having to ship it to them and then to you. It's really just from our factory to your door at the lowest price we can bring you.
Dylan, I don't want to compromise you too much, and you can say no comment, but, okay, high volume against your Ergodyne, kind of two different products, but which one is the better of the two?
It really depends on the reason or what your goal is or the reason that you're taking it. Ergodyne is better taken in a pre-workout time, but it's not itself a pre-workout. If you want to get your non-stim pump ingredients and pre-workout benefits, you're probably going to want to get the high volume. Ergodyne is really just all of your proven bodybuilding ingredients in one that you just take once daily, and you're really helping your body prime itself to grow muscle, to recover, and really everything.
And now, what are the next steps, maybe the next year, 2-3 years of athletics? I mean, do you guys want to grow to be the next giant, or do you guys want to continue to, be, as I call, a small boutique, making great products, but not having, again, a product catalog of 50 to 100 products?
Yeah. I don't think that we're going to get huge in terms of amounts of products, but there's definitely several more things coming from us this year. You can expect value similar to what we brought you with Ergodyne. We actually have a great mission statement posted on athleticsports.com that tells you what the company is all about. It's something that our owner wrote himself. The mission statement, in 3 words, is the customer wins. We just want to bring the best value we can possibly get you for the supplements that are going to bring you results.
Interesting. It almost reminds me of the customer is always right kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but now, Dylan, where can as you mentioned, athleticsports.com, where else can people contact you folks, or social media, things like that?
Oh, for sure. On top of athleticsports.com. As a side note, you can also buy us through Amazon. Our store, athleticsports.com, is listed there as well, and you can get it that way if for some reason it's easier for you. But in terms of social media, We have a Facebook, which is just Athletic Sports, and we have an Instagram, which, again, is just Athletic Sports.
And listeners, just to make sure that you understand, the Athletic Sports is ATHLETIX, as in X-ray, no C, because I know for sometimes that might get confusing. But Dylan, once again, the promo code for the 10% off for listeners?
Yeah, it's Driven, DRIVEN.
Great. And Dylan, anything else that you'd like to tell the fans about? Anything else about the company? Again, as I always say, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Really, I just hope people give us a shot. I hope that people read the label on our product and really see the value that we're offering. Athletix is going to be coming with more this year. Very big things coming. I can't give you too many details, but I really think that we're a company to look out for. I really hope that you sign up to our mailing list on athleticsports.com, where you can hear about things first, and you can also get in on our introduction sales, which are, if you are a physique-enhancing science fan, you know that they're insiders, are deals you do not want to miss, and you can definitely expect the same from us. Follow us on social media, sign up to our mailing list. You'll hear about things first, and we'll go from there.
Dylan, does PES now obviously you're cross-referencing with PES, but now is PES cross-referencing with you folks on their site?
Their social media, and I'm not sure about their website itself, but their social media has announced a couple things and given links to Athletic Sports as well. They're listing some of the combo deals that we're offering, things like that. So we're fully associated, but we do operate with our own management as our own company.
Understood. So, Dylan, in closing, anything else you might want to, close with the fans?
I just want to thank you all for listening, and I hope you guys are looking out for athletics in the future, because you guys, the customer wins, basically.
I appreciate it. Well, Dylan, again, I appreciate your time this evening. I know it's their time for a lot of us, home to the family. But as always, folks, this brings us to the end of another episode of SuppTalk Radio. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And also be sure to keep an open eye out for our brand new website launch very soon. And lastly, tune in next week as our guest will be C6 Sports Nutrition. Dylan Madigan, thank you once again, and have a great evening.
You too, Sean. Thanks for having me on.